All right, let's get this party started. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Let's remove me.
Got to build two more. You know, the breakthrough is trying to start Orion, right? There was star concept called Orion himself. His son built his pyramid right under the outside, and his grandson built one right under the third. So all three of these pyramids are designed to perfect with Orion
himself. Self-determination. Kuji Chatuya, self-determination. Kuji Chatuya, self-determination. Name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. Ujima, collective work and responsibility. 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 To build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to solve them together.
They had knowledge. This ain't spooky, y'all. They had knowledge of math and science. They had advanced knowledge of astronomy. They practiced STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math on a level no one else has ever seen. So when we expose you to school, when we expose you to science, technology, engineering, and math, know that that's already coded in your DNA. Because what you're going to learn is
Ujima, cooperative economics. To build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together. Nia, purpose. Nia, purpose.
Yeah, purpose.
To make our home the building and growth of our community, and to restore our people to their traditional greatness. Kuumba, creativity. Kuumba, creativity. Do always as much as we can, in the way we can, in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited.
you know, the statues and stuff in that time period. They was wearing hair like a kid. They was wearing hair like Xander, RJ, and they had cornrows like a mirror, and they had puff afro puff. You know what I'm saying? Like Mariah, and cornrows like y'all, natural like y'all. This is how their hair look. They just
Imani, faith. To believe with all our heart and our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, in the righteousness and victory of our struggle.
With the bees and all of that, they were doing that here. How crazy is it that we don't know, we don't even know. They try to hide our history from us. We don't even know about these people, but we dress like them, we do our hair like them. How do we do that? What's the name of the longest river in the world? Now River. How long is it? What? How long is it? 4,160 miles. What's the rich name of the Nile River? What direction does it flow? South to north.
Uhuru Academy overall is an amazing school from the teacher to the students. It's a place where kids can build their confidence and learn how to write, read, type, all of that good stuff. We learn our history here. We honor our ancestors, so we learn about who we are and where we come from, and I really enjoy this about this school. And like everybody's pretty much saying, it's a safe space, and we can always be able to feel like we can open up to our classmates and our teachers. So that's what I love. I love the environment and that they promote not being afraid to ask for help.
Something positive about the Uhuru Academy is this is a safe space, and you can be able to say whatever you want to say without being embarrassed. Just like how Imani said, I've been able to sometimes I can be shy talking around people, but y'all have taught me not to be shy and everything. This is a very good school. The part that I love about this is when we do ancestor reverence and African history.
I think this is the greatest school I've ever went to because you teach me about my history, and at the other schools they never taught me one thing about my history. They just taught, the only black people they talked about at my other schools were like Carter G. Woodson, Martin Luther King, and I think that's it. So you guys helped me learn my true history.
Greetings, esteemed black homeschooling parents. Baba Amin here, and I'm here to let you know that it's time to take charge of our children's education like never before. And I have exciting news for you. The Uhuru Academy online K-12 private school and homeschool partnership is here to change the game. And we're enrolling. Listen up. Our curriculum is proudly African-centered, empowering young minds with knowledge that celebrates our rich heritage, our roots, and our greatness. Yes, you heard that right. We have students from all corners of the world, and our vision is to create a generation of leaders who are visionary, confident, and empowered. Black homeschooling parents, let's unite and give our children the gift of an education that fuels their pride, elevates their potential, and ignites their passion for greatness. Visit us at uhuruacademy.com to secure your child's position at the Uhuru Academy, the premier partner in empowering our leaders of tomorrow. Peace.
Abarigani family, Abarigani, today is Kuumba. Today is Kuumba, and let me wipe off my camera a little bit here. A little hazy, I don't want to come through a little hazy. All right, I think that's a little better. Peace and power, y'all. My name is Baba Ojuwoke. I am the co-founder along with my beautiful wife, Nkoyo Ojuwoke, and we are celebrating Kwanzaa all week long. We are on day 6. Day 6 of Kwanzaa. The Nguzo Saba of day 6 is Kuumba, which means creativity. All right. And for those who don't know, while celebrating Kwanzaa, each day you are to greet others with the phrase Abarigani, which is Swahili for what's the news, what's happening, what's going on, and you're to repeat with the principle for that day. And today's principle is Kuumba. And I know it is a Sunday afternoon, it's New Year's Eve, and you have people out there doing what they do on New Year's Eve, doing your thing, but we're going to continue to do our thing and celebrate Kwanzaa, celebrate the Uhuru Academy. We are fundraising for the Uhuru Academy, right? And y'all, this is where you find out who your supporters are. This is where you find out initiatives like our week-long fundraiser. This is where we so many powerful relationships come out of these events. So many, new students, new parents, new people that are spreading the word about the Uhuru Academy. And yes, we are enrolling, come up out of events such as this. I know some people be like, man, you're going to be pro-Black every day. Yes, every day, even when I'm asleep, because this is a movement that I believe in. This is a movement that is impacting young people, and it has the potential to impact young people, or people young and old all over the world, and so we would be remiss, because we have so much to be grateful for at the Uhuru Academy. We would be remiss to not take advantage of a powerful holiday like Kwanzaa to get on here and acknowledge those who have supported us and continue to support us in the community as we redefine education, revolutionize, or even solutionize education for African children. So yes, I am proud to be here. Yes, I am grateful, and I have gratitude for those who are watching, those who are going to watch, those who are sharing, those who are going to share. I have gratitude for those who donate, those who give, those who offer a kind word, those who offer promotion. Right. We appreciate it all. We appreciate it all. And I know there's a sentiment out there that tries to make being proud of our heritage and proud of our culture, to be corny. There are some out there who try to confuse our culture by arguing over who we are and who we're not. Right. Not at the Uhuru Academy. Right. At the Uhuru Academy, we believe that if what you believe in is going to build powerful nations for our people based on our story, then let's work together. Right. At the Uhuru Academy, we have young people from all walks of Black life, right? Learning something that we didn't learn growing up, not only our collective history, but also how to be among others who don't necessarily believe everything you believe, but how to unite on those things that you have in common, right? And so I'm very, very proud to be a part of the Uhuru Academy going into our 14th year in existence. The Uhuru Academy was founded in 2010 in Fort Worth, Texas, and we haven't missed a day of school. All right. Oh man, I'm just, man. I feel good. How do y'all feel good today? How do y'all feel today? I'm talking about, how do y'all feel good? How do you all feel today? Right? It's an honor for those who are watching. Shout me out in the chat. There's not a lot of us in here. We might as well talk to each other if you can. Shout me out in the chat. Let us know who you are. Let us know where you are, and we'll give you a shout out during the broadcast, right? But we have to take care of some business first, right? We have to take care of some business first. In African tradition, we have to honor our ancestors who we invite to be with us and to guide us from their plane of awareness, so we can be about the things that we're about and say the things that we're about to say. As African people, we recognize we're only here because our ancestors were here. So who are we to begin any endeavor without honoring them first? Ashe. So think of an ancestor you would like to honor. You can put that ancestor's name in the chat. I would shout that ancestor out and honor that ancestor as I pour libation into my plant. And we do have a plant here. Got a plant here right there. Appreciate you. Right. And we're going to pour a libation into our plant today. And we do have a near pod. Y'all, we're gonna be consistent. Consistency is the key. And today is about Kuumba. So we're always coming up with creative ways to do things at the Uhuru Academy. And one of the things that we do is that we use a software called Nearpod, an application, an app, a learning platform called Nearpod to create interactive activities with our students, right? And one of the things that we do every day, every morning when we honor their ancestors, we also do a Nearpod link. We also provide our students with a link to go to an interactive whiteboard or interactive posting board where they can post names and pictures of our ancestors. I just put that link into the chat. You are more than welcome to add your ancestors to our Nearpod. And matter of fact, I think I'm going to honor via the Nearpod today. I'm going to have some fun, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I am going to have some fun. So I'm going to share this right here, right? I'm going to share this right here, right? And so we can go to the Nearpod and let's say, you know who I want to honor? I want to honor Malcolm X, right? I may want to honor Malcolm X, right? I'm going to honor Malcolm X, and I'm going to put a picture of Malcolm to start off the Nearpod. I like that picture of Malcolm right there, right? I'm going to hit save, right? And then I'm going to say, I'm going to put Malcolm X right here. Malcolm X. I might say Ashe, and I'm going to put Malcolm on there like that. Boom. All right. All right. And so you're more than welcome to join me in that. You're more than welcome to add someone to our ancestor wall. But other than that, let's get started. I did say Malcolm X. Ashe. 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 All right. Norley, Kwame and Nkrumah. Ashe. 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 Ya Asantewa. Ashe. Ashe, 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 Ashe. All right, all right. Let's see. Let me go back to my Nearpod. Where my Nearpod at? Oh, I see Grandpa Sonny. Ashe. I see Grandpa Lemuel. Ashe. How about my grandfather, James Cleveland? Ashe. My grandmother, Jessie Mae Williams. Ashe. Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Ashe. I say, you know what? I'm gonna put Garvey on the screen. I'm gonna put Garvey on the screen. I'm gonna put Marcus Garvey on the screen. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. And some you can even find a GIF. We can find a GIF with Marcus Garvey. I'm gonna put him up. I'm gonna put Marcus. There he is. There he is. Powerful, 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 powerful. Boom. Marcus Garvey, Ashe, the great Marcus Mosiah Garvey in the house. Grandpa Daniel, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. My brother, Kenneth Darren Thomas, Ashe. Ashe. My mother-in-law, Vicky Jackson, Ashe. All right, Miss DB's mother, Ashe. Kwame Ture, Ashe. Fannie Lou Hamer, Ashe. How about Eremias Ashadam, also known as Nipsey Hussle, Ashe? How about Tupac Amaru Shakur, Ashe? Because we're talking about creativity, right? How about Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Ashe? Ashe, 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 Ashe. Whitney Houston, Ashe. Marvin Gaye, Ashe. Fela Kuti, Ashe. Ashe, 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 Ashe. Augusta Savage, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right. Yep, there's Tupac. I see. There's Aaliyah, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, all right. Let's see. George Washington Carver, Ashe. Booker T. Washington, Ashe. W.B. Du Bois, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Who else I want to do? Henry Harrison Garnett, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Bob Marley, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Peter Tosh, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Queen Mother Moore, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Juanita Sims Gary, Ashe. Billy McLean, Ashe. Faye Brown, Ashe. I say, I say, I say, y'all, we come from a beautiful and powerful people. And each and every day at the Uhuru Academy, we open up by honoring our ancestors, right? It grounds us, it grounds our children, it reminds us that we're not alone, that we didn't just pop up out of a toaster, that we're all a part of a bloodline as individuals, but also a part of a collective story as a people. All right. Dorcas Sims, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All those who transition in the middle passage, Ashe. Ashe. All right. At this time, we honor all those we have not named, but we certainly have not forgotten. Ashe. 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 Yo, we go hard for our ancestors, right? We go hard for our ancestors. We honor them. We express our appreciation for our ancestors. Do not forget your story. Do not forget your story. And our story is made up of people. As a man who teaches African history, who teaches Black history, I don't forget that the real heroes and sheroes of our history is us as a collective. It's the collective. You wouldn't know Dr. King if he was marching alone. You wouldn't know Marcus Garvey if it wasn't for the 7 million members of the UNIA, AFL, ACL, I mean, right? You wouldn't know Marcus Garvey if not for the masses. We wouldn't know Malcolm if not for the soldiers who stood next to him to guard him. We wouldn't know the most honorable Elijah Muhammad without the tens of thousands of Black people that joined the Nation of Islam, right? We wouldn't know Fannie Lou Hamer if she marched on for voting rights alone. So the heroes and sheroes are our people. And the reason why teaching our history is so effective in school is because we're a part of the story. We open up each day with honoring our ancestors to remind our students that we are all a part of a larger story. Thank you for participating this today. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Abarigani. Kuumba. Creativity. What do you think about when you think Kuumba? When you think creativity, what comes to mind? What comes to mind when you hear the word creativity? What comes to mind when you hear Kuumba and we're talking about creativity, right? Right? What comes to mind? Right? A lot of times people may think entertainment. You may think drawing is creative, singing a song is creative, and all of that is true. All of that is true, right? Now, the Kwanzaa definition of Kuumba is to do always as much as we can in the way we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than when we inherited it. To always do as much as we can in the way that we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than when we inherited it. So it's creativity with a purpose. It's creativity with a vision. It's intentional creativity. When we say Kuumba and we discuss this as a community, we're talking about our intent, right? What we want to do with our creativity. Shout out to the House of Hathor Cultural Center here in Columbia, South Carolina. Was there last night, and they had a poetry slam, and just to hear the poems, and it was Black folk, young and old, getting up, spitting poetry, right, and using their vision, using their gifts to uplift others, right? That's Kuumba, right? Coming up with creative ways to get things done, right? To get the things that need to be done to help our community. Man, it's going to take creativity. And we have to discuss this, and we have to remember to talk about Kuumba, because one of the things that can hinder us is thinking that there's only one way to get something done, right? In founding the Uhuru Academy, right? When I was floating the idea around to different people, I was told, well, you don't have any funding, you shouldn't start a school. Or, oh, that's cool. You need to go for them grants first. Go for those grants. Right. And I was like, okay, I'm hearing all of that, but that takes so much time. And we're in a crisis right now. Right. And then grants, I knew it was kind of a lot for what we needed. It was about relationships. Right. And I knew as an African centered school that was going to be unapologetically African centered, unapologetically. That in order for us to get a grant to get started, we really have to run into some revolutionary people with the means. I didn't want to lie. I didn't want to be deceptive and about who we were. I wanted to be truthful about who we were, right? And then also, I said, you know what? In my heart of hearts, this is something that Black people have to build themselves. I'm talking about the Uhuru Academy. This is something that Black people have to build ourselves. We have to get out here and galvanize the community to build this school. We have to get out here and create relationships because every situation is a relationship, right? So let's say I would have gotten a grant from the federal government. That's a relationship between my school, our school, and the federal government. Now, then I turn around and I go into the community and I want to forge a relationship with the community. So now I have a relationship with the community, then I have a relationship with the federal government. But what if what the community is calling for is not something that the federal government will support? Which relationship am I beholden to? If I want the program to survive, I have to pay attention to the federal grant relationship. I have to pay attention to the relationship where the resources come from. That's what happens with a lot of Black leaders. Even though they may come from the community, they have a relationship with the companies and the people who donate to their campaigns. So if I'm running for city council and I need a $150,000 budget for my campaign, right? I may be representing over 100,000 people in my community, but if I'm not pulling $150,000 from the people, I'm gonna have to pull it from somewhere else. So let's say, for example, I'll give you an example, a community that I grew up in Stop Six, the Stop Six community in Fort Worth. There's a bank, what's called Bank One. There's a bank, and I think it's Bank One or Bank of America, one of them, right? But there's a bank, a large bank chain in the community, right? Now, this bank chain, right? It will write if you're running for office, they'll write you a little donation check. You may get 5,000, you might get 10,000, that sort of thing. But this bank is also notorious for discriminatory lending. This bank is notorious for not funding initiatives by the business owners and citizens that live in the community. They're notorious for denying loans to people in the community, but they will finance a candidate. So let's say you're a candidate and you're running for office for city council, right? And you're going throughout the community, letting people know this is a working class community. So you're probably not going to pull all the money and the donations that you need to really get things done. So you go to the bank. And the bank gives you $10,000, right? And the community doesn't quite get you $10,000. But let's say you get in the office. Now you have a relationship with the community and you have a relationship with the bank. But which relationship are you beholden to? Now, righteously, you're beholden to the community. Your job even says you're there to represent the interests of the community. But if the bulk of your financing is coming from that bank, the bank that's exploiting the community, can you speak out against the bank? You could, but what about when it's time to be reelected? Perhaps the $10,000 will go to your opponent next time. Do you see where that conflict of interest can come into play? And that's what happens with a lot of our Black leaders, and that's also what's happening in education. You would think that the schools in your community, the school board in your community is beholden to the people who elect them via the vote, but they also have other relationships. They have other relationships to people who financed their campaign in the first place, and they don't always agree with the community. So in creating the Uhuru Academy, I understood that we need to be creative. We need to practice Kuumba and create a model for education, a model for putting schools on the ground, a model for putting schools online that would be an economically and politically independent model. Does that make sense? And in order to do that, we couldn't have a mindset of this is just how it is. This is just how it's going to go. No, we had to be creative. We had to practice what? Kuumba. We had to do as much as we can in the way that we can. Now, does that mean that we instantly had the amount of teachers that we want? Do we have the amount of students that we want? No, it says do as much as we can in the way that we can. Right? In order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than when we inherited it. I remember when we moved out of Texas and to come out and help establish UASC International. There are a lot of programs that the Uhuru Academy put on the ground in Texas that are still going on today. The community Kwanzaa celebrations, I'm looking at them. They're beautiful, right? But prior to the Uhuru Academy community Kwanzaas that we were holding there, you didn't see it as prolific. We see people fighting harder for education equity. We like to think that we had something to do with that. We like to think that we left our community more beautiful and beneficial, right, than when we inherited it. And we're planning to go back. And that's part of what this fundraiser is all about. Now, every day we have a theme. Every day we have an African proverb that we discuss, kind of like as our theme for the day. And I'm not going to keep y'all too long today, right? We're gonna go through our African proverb. I'm going to display some of the creativity that our students are displaying. I'm going to talk a little bit about how we've used, our Mama and Koyo and I have used every method in the book to establish the Uhuru Academy. Then I'm going to let you get on your way. And then we're going to come back tomorrow and we're going to celebrate Imani. All right. But let's get into our African proverb of the day. Let's get into our African proverb of the day. Today's proverb is every opportunity has its own door, right? Right. And what we want to talk about today in terms of Kuumba and creativity, right? We want to talk about it within the framework of achieving our goals, within the framework of getting something done, right? And so let's listen to Puppet Baba. All right. I'm sorry. Every door has its own key. That's our proverb today. Every door has its own key. I love this proverb. Let's get into it. All right, family. So today's proverb is every door has its own key, right? And see, and what that means to me is that there's a certain path that you have to take in order to achieve your goals, right? And every goal that you want to achieve has its own path that it takes to get there. And so there are things that you have to adapt to. There are attitudes that you may have to change, right? So there are perspectives that you may have to learn because every door has its own key. So what it may take you to achieve one thing, those characteristics may not be needed when trying to achieve something else because every door has its own key. It reminds me of when I was younger, growing up in my neighborhood, I didn't smile. Right. I felt like, or in my neighborhood, smiling was seen as a sign of weakness. When you met a man, you were to look a man in the eye, shake his hand firmly, and you don't smile. Like I walked around with a mean mug on my face most of the time because I didn't want to get messed with. I didn't want to be challenged or bullied or anything like that. So I used my mean mug, and I got a good one too. Okay, so that's a good mean mug, right? Well, then I got my first job. Well, my first job interview. I didn't get the job, but I got my first job interview at Foot Locker. I was about 15 years old, and I walk in and to meet the manager, and it's a white guy. He comes out and, how you doing? Nice to meet you. And I shook his hand firm. I looked him in his eyes, and I was mean mugging him like, yeah. Nice to meet you too. You know what I'm saying? And so I went into his office, and I didn't smile the whole interview. Right? I kept my stone face on, like I'm looking hard throughout the whole interview, right? Well, needless to say, I didn't get the job. right? And he told me in the interview why he probably wasn't going to hire me, because he was like, you know, you don't smile much, right? And he was like, you know, I need people out front that I'm confident are going to be friendly with the customers and make the customers feel comfortable. And if that's the expression that you carry on your face all the time, I don't know how you know that would make. I think that would make some of my customers uncomfortable. I had to eat that, right? But it was a trip, because the same characteristics and traits that successfully helped me navigate my neighborhood, it didn't translate into successfully helping me get a job, because every door has its own key. What I learned is when I come into a job interview, I needed to show a different side of myself. I needed to show the friendly side of myself, the welcoming side of myself, the side of myself that was open to learning and open to communicating and being around others. So I adapted, and I eventually got a great job at Bell Helicopter. They manufacture aircrafts, you know, and I was one of the only high schoolers working there. But of course, I didn't do the firm handshake frown thing. The next time I smiled, because every door has its own key. I hope I get 100 for this. Peace. Every door has its own key. When you clearly define where it is that you want to go, right? There may not be a blueprint available in front of you to get there. You may have to look at where you want to go. You need to analyze where you need to go. And then you need to figure out what it is you need to do in order to get there. And you have to be open to be creative. You have to be open to adapt. The Uhuru Academy. Thank you, Norley. I got 100. Good. The Uhuru Academy has been a journey of adaptation, a journey of creativity. And I'm a creative. I'm an artist. I'm a hip hop artist. And so I love being creative. And when we founded the school, I just transferred that energy over here. And that's why it was so hard to tell me not to do it. It was impossible to tell me to stop, because I always believed that there was a way to figure things out. There was a way to deliver this. So for example, when I didn't have a building at first, right? I didn't have a building, but I had a friend who had a school, and we talked about this yesterday, Ricky Clark. He needed a teacher. I needed a school. We were creative. I taught in his school, and I launched my own school in an empty classroom in his school, inside of his school, away from his students, right? We were being what? Creative. From there, we moved to his church, right? It's like, what? How you gonna do an African Center school in church? Well, very creatively. We turned it into a school in the morning, took this and turned it back into a church in the afternoon, right? When it came to curriculum and teaching our children, we had to be what? Creative. What does this proverb mean to you? What does this proverb mean to you? Every door has its own key. Every door has its own key. I know a lot of us are raised on go to high school, get a diploma, go to college, get a degree, get a good job. And that's all you need to know. That key only opens certain doors. But there are other doors out there that may fit your spirit better. There are other doors out there that if you don't have that key, you can't get in those doors. Every door has its own key. As Black people, it's very important that we understand that. Right? Because we'll get locked into this rat race of competing for limited jobs and hoping that people hire us and accept us, and we're not being trained how to create jobs for ourselves. Every door has its own key. Right? What does this proverb mean to you? You can put it in the comments. Every door has its own key. And let me create a banner. Every door has its own key, right? Every door has its own key. When thinking about Kuumba, when thinking about the principle of creativity, right? We have to understand, right, that we have to be adaptable and creative in how we do things. Those of us in the Black liberation community, we have to be creative in how we deliver the message. We can't just mimic our heroes and sheroes. Right? We have to pay attention to the changing landscape and the changing community around us. And then we have to adapt and come up with creative ways to get our message out to the community instead of complaining about the community. One of the things that a lack of Kuumba will do, it'll cause you to complain about the very people you're trying to help. It'll cause you to blame others outside of yourself. Right? See, the people are not ready. See, I could easily say, look, it should be 1,000 people on this stream, and it should be 1,000 people on this stream. It should be thousands of people on this stream right now. We're talking about our children. We're talking about Kwanzaa. We're talking about advancing education in our community. But I'm not going to make a post about Black people. I'm not going to come out and say, Black people are ignorant. They'd rather be watching football. Black people. No, I'm going to say, you know what? I need to find more creative ways to get this information out there, because there are 1,000 people. There are 1,000 people, Black people right now that are not watching football. There are 1,000 Black people out there right now that are saying, looking in the mirror, saying, man, I wish I had a Black-owned school to donate to. Man, I wish I can get involved in African-centered education. I bet you there's 10,000 Black people out there that if they had the opportunity to get involved with African-centered education on a donation level, on a time and resource level, they would do it. I got to find them, and I have to be creative in how I do that. We also have to be creative in how our school survives. I'm going to share a short presentation with you today about the Uhuru Academy vision and talk to you about some of the creative ways, the creative initiatives that we put in place to help support our school. We do not rely solely on donations. It's not what we do. Right? And so I'm going to share some of that with you today as well. But that was our proverb. Every door has its own key. And we even have a Nearpod link, right? A Nearpod link that you can go to, and you can post what this means to you, right? You could even post what that proverb, every door has its own key, means to you. This is a proverb that our students have written to in our creative writing class every morning at Uhuru Academy online. After we honor our ancestors, after we exercise, we engage in creative writing, right? Right. And when we engage in creative writing, we'll have an African proverb. We'll discuss the proverb, and then our students will write what that proverb means to them and create a story with that proverb as the moral of the story. They write every morning. Every morning at Uhuru Academy online, our children engage in writing. It's every day. That's pretty much 5 essays a week that our students are engaging in. And guess what? They love it. They enjoy it. They get upset when we don't do it, or if we don't do it, because they're writing about themselves. They're learning about life. They're learning about themselves. The first initiative in education is to teach children about themselves. That's the first thing you're supposed to learn in school, more about you. Because our goal as educators is to pour out the greatness that's already there, right? To pour out the greatness that's already there. All right. I see my student Nana is in the back, is backstage over in Accra, Ghana, where it's about what 8:42 now, 9:42. What time is it in Ghana right now? I know it's a lot later than what it is over here, right? And so I appreciate our Ghana family being up and being active with us today. All right. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to part of what I wanted to share and talk about, the creativity that goes into developing the Uhuru Academy. Now, you all, it's 9:43 p.m. in Ghana. Wow. 9:43 p.m. in Ghana. And Norley, I want you to join me backstage. All right. And because I want you to share part of your creativity as well. Okay. And Nana, I want you to be prepared to show us the game that you created on with via Scratch. Now that y'all here, I definitely want to feature you all, right? Y'all, in developing the Uhuru Academy, my wife and I, me and Mom and Koyo, we understood that we had to be creative, right? And we understood that we were going to raise, okay, good. We understood that we were going to raise funds, right? Then we had to get out into the community. Like we couldn't build the Uhuru Academy on the internet, and I can't grow it on the internet. Like y'all, this is not the only place we're going to build relationships, right? And I think a lot of business owners could benefit from understanding that. I know that you can make a post and tag a whole bunch of people. You can buy ads on the internet and the whole 9 yards. You still have to get out in the community and meet people. You still have to get out there in the community and create relationships in order to grow, in order to establish anything. You know what I'm saying? And so let me see here. Mama and Koyo and I, we had to use creativity in order to do what we do. And one of the things that we used was hip hop. I rap, and then I recruited Mom and Koyo, and I'm a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Mama Koyo, she's a performer, natural performer, very creative, very expressive dancer, whole 9 yards. She had never rapped before, right? She had never rapped before, and I just had a crazy idea. This was when we were dating. This had to be about 20 years ago. I had this crazy idea. I was really just trying to score points. And I wrote a song called "Breaking Cycles," right? And I wrote my first verse to the thing. I wrote the chorus, and I'm looking at Mama and Koyo, and she actually inspired the song because we had a conversation about our goals, right? And one of the things that she talked a lot about was breaking cycles in her family, breaking a cycle of poverty, breaking a cycle of violence, breaking a cycle of drug addiction, right? Because I was marveling at how well she was raising her three children. At the time, they were about to be my bonus children, but I was marveling at that. And she talked about how she was so committed to breaking that cycle, right? And it inspired me. It inspired me. And I was falling in love anyway, but it inspired me to write this song. And as she told me her story, I wrote her verse, right? And I was like, "You think you can rap this?" And she was like, "I don't know. I don't know." And next thing I know, y'all, she did it. She did it. And we did our first song called Breaking Cycles, and it was a song that not only allowed us to express ourselves, but it also laid the foundation to what was about to be a beautiful marriage. We understood that we were coming together to break cycles. I understood when envisioning the Uhuru Academy that we wanted to empower our students and families to break cycles of poverty, cycles of violence, cycles of ignorance. We have to break cycles. Y'all, like, you talking so much about breaking cycles, you need to play it. I agree. I agree. This Kuumba, right? Right? This Kuumba day. Then let's do what we got to do then. Hold up. Let's do what we got to do. Let me see if I can get into my SoundCloud right quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can get into my SoundCloud and find the song Breaking Cycles. All right. Let's see if I can get in here and find Breaking Cycles. Y'all just bear with me. Y'all just bear with me. We're gonna work this thing out. We're gonna work this thing out. Let's see what we got going on. Did I do the right one? I think I did. Let's see here. They're always trying to sell you something on here, ain't they? I already know. Let's see. Let me go to my profile. Let's see. Oh no, not this one. Wrong profile. Let me find Breaking Cycles. Y'all just bear with me. Take the time out to share the video. Take the time out to donate as well, y'all. You can go to Cash App at $Uhuru Academy, okay? Or you can scan the QR code in the upper right-hand corner. Or you can also go to patreon.com and become an Uhuru Academy patron, all right? You can become a monthly patron at the Uhuru Academy. Put us in your budget. Put this movement in your budget. It's an opportunity for you to get involved, right? In the education of our children. Here's Breaking Cycles right here. Here's Breaking Cycles right here. Okay, now let's do this. Who just came backstage too? I heard somebody come backstage. Okay, they may have left. All right, here we go. Let me share Breaking Cycles with y'all.
Yeah. It's like we trapped in a cycle of violence, cycle of hatred. Somebody gotta break it. Yeah. I'm breaking cycles. Yeah. Breaking cycles. Yeah. I'm breaking cycles. Yeah. Breaking cycles. Let me talk to you. Yeah. If the past isn't learned from, it's doomed to repeat. I'm trying to build myself a home with no room for the feet. Trying to stay up on my feet, man, my kids gotta eat. The same responsibility that made my daddy retreat. But I won't abandon mine, cause I know how it felt. Growing up without my pops, just a hand I was dealt. And I know I'm not alone, a lot of bros can relate. Thinking daddy come and go sit on my porch and I wait. When he didn't show, I'm still thinking maybe he late. Then my mama said, come
y'all hear it okay?
I'm hurt and confused, mama wrong to me. My daddy shit don't stink, something must be wrong with me. Now that I'm grown, my pop's gone, he died alone. Headstone, all the realize a rolling stone. So many had it done to them and do it to theirs. Painful memories, my babies won't be miseries heirs. I'm breaking cycles, this nonsense stops with me. Just cause family messed up don't mean I got to be. I'm breaking cycles of poverty, addiction, and pain. I'm handling things so my kids don't have to go through the same. I'm breaking cycles, this nonsense stops with me. Just cause family messed up don't mean I got to be. I'm breaking cycles of poverty, addiction, and pain. I'm handling things so my kids don't have to go through the same. I'm breaking cycles.
Watching my mother get hooked on drugs, forgetting drugs is the mud. Got some coked out thugs, got some her beauty. So many times I wanted a hug, but the drugs prevented my mother from giving me love. She would come and go, I would come and grow. To resent her, what was in her, I would come to know. She was a victim of circumstance, I seen the drama. They didn't give it though till I became a teenage mama. They would tell me that was it, I was taking a place. I was young, had a baby, plus I'm wearing a face. In the hood, noticed by thugs, I thought it was good. Maybe they would give me love that my family should. I admit, I ran the streets like the call of the wild, but I discovered ain't no love like the love of a child. Begin to grow, accepted God, started speaking my mind. My friends didn't want to go, I had to leave them behind. I'm breaking cycles, this nonsense stops with me. Just cause family messed up don't mean I got to be. I'm breaking cycles of poverty, addiction, and pain. I'm handling things so my kids don't have to go through the same. I'm breaking cycles, this nonsense stops with me. Just cause family messed up don't mean I got to be. I'm breaking cycles of poverty, addiction, and pain. I'm handling things so my kids don't have to go through the same. Breaking cycles.
That means I'm saying never again to the bullshit that happened to my family and friends. When life begins, you learn from the environment you in. You gotta drop a lot of shit that you pick up from your kin. The smoking, the drinking, the cussing, the pork that you eating, the fronting, the banking, the slinging, the pulling and busting, the gossiping, hating, the fronting and faking, jacking and taking, the envying each other for the cash that we making, the cracking the pills. Jobless cause we lacking the skills. We black and we still don't like it, so it's blacks that we kill. The run of the mill, preacher trying to cop him a feel. The overdue bills, you feel me, cause you know it's too real. The single mamas who ill can get a moment to chill. The kid who gotta hustle and deal to get him a meal. Force a brother to squeal just to get an appeal. Yet and still, we gon' climb till we over the hill. I'm breaking cycles, this nonsense stops with me. Just as family messed up don't mean I got to be. I'm breaking cycles of poverty, addiction, and pain. I'm handling things so my kids don't have to go through the same. I'm breaking cycles, this nonsense stops with me. Just as family messed up don't mean I got to be. I'm breaking cycles of poverty, addiction, and pain. I'm handling things so my kids don't have to go through the same. Breaking cycles.
Yeah. Wow. 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 That's breaking cycles, y'all. Yeah, go mama and co, yo. I get emotional listening to that because I know where we were when we recorded it. Um, we were in my apartment, my little old apartment. Um, I walked away from a youth program because it was basically exploiting the youth, right? And they weren't. I walked away from a youth program that was more concerned with money than with children, and I was trying to get on my feet. Mama and Koya walked away from corporate America. She was trying to get on her feet, and I had two children. She had three, and we were just talking about what we wanted in life, and talking about the importance of breaking cycles and being stubborn about it, like being stubborn about, breaking cycles in our lives, and breaking cycles in our communities. And it was kind of like our rallying cry as a couple. I'm breaking cycles. This nonsense stops with me. Just because family messed up don't mean I got to be. I'm breaking cycles of poverty and pain. I'm handling things so my kids don't have to go through the same. I'm handling things so my kids don't have to go through the same. When you support the Uhuru Academy, you handling things so your kids don't have to go through the same. Right. And we began performing this song at shows and at community rallies and community events, and we would talk about how we were founding a school, and we were looking for students, and we would perform breaking cycles. And I remember looking out and seeing like people in tears when we would do this song, because we pour so much emotion into it whenever we did it. And y'all, this is really if you want to call it a hood love story. Uhuru Academy is really a part of that, and we didn't just create this song. We weren't thinking about the radio. We weren't thinking about blowing up or nothing like that. We were only thinking about using it to uplift the community and encourage others. And we needed to hear it. We needed to remind ourselves why we're doing what we're doing. We're breaking cycles in our lives, and we want to help others break cycles in theirs. See, feeding the community feeds us as well, right? And our creativity is a big part of it. That song is a foundational song when it comes to the history of the Uhuru Academy, because it was through performing that song locally at event after event, at event after event, that started building some attention and momentum in the community for the Uhuru Academy, because that song is our story. So we encourage creativity at the Uhuru Academy. No matter what your child wants to get into, we encourage creativity. We give them opportunities to engage in art. We give them opportunities to engage in music production, 3D modeling, website design, coding. We give them opportunities to do that, because a creative mind is a solutionary mind. And we know that our children have cycles to break and new positive cycles to begin. I thank y'all for listening to Breaking Cycles. I really do. I really do. Oh man. And thank you, Miss DB. I love that for y'all and for us. Ashe. Because that's what it's for. And I don't know, I don't have nothing grand planned for today. Uh, I'm learning how to tell our story. There's so many levels to the Uhuru Academy story. There's so many levels to how the Uhuru Academy came to be, what holds the Uhuru Academy together, and who we are, the Ojuwokes, who we are as founders. And breaking cycles is a big part of that. Right. I appreciate y'all listening to that. Right. Kuumba, creativity. What's your song? Right. What's your song? Man. Man. All right. All right. I'm going to bring two of our students up front, and let me send a couple of messages. All right. see here. Do this. While I'm doing this, y'all, take time out. Donate to the Uhuru Academy. Share this video. Let people know this is a program worthy of their support. All right. All right, cool. Man, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate all our parents. And trust me, our parents are creative too. They be creating ways to get their babies in school. And it's something when we talk to families, you know, I appeal to their creativity. Sometimes they'll look at the tuition and they're like, oh, I don't know about that. It's just the tuition. I'm like, no, we're creative with tuition, you know. You're crazy. Hey, I can't get with the one. Your son types a lot faster than I do. But yeah, even with our parents, was like, let's find a creative way to get your children into the Uhuru Academy. You know, we have several parents that we barter with. For example, I like to shout out to the Sabur family in Maryland, Miss Idea Sabur, who, and I need to get her information to y'all. She is a great administrative manager, and she does administrative management duties on behalf of the Uhuru Academy. And she has two of her children in the school, and it's a significant knockoff in tuition because she's partnering with us to make us better and to make us stronger. The Israels in Chicago, y'all, they have 12 children, and I believe right now we have 4 of those 5. 5 of their 12 children enrolled in Uhuru Academy online, right? But the Israels also have an online marketing company, an event promotions company. They're very good at what they do, and they're doing some great work on behalf of the Uhuru Academy. A lot of you have been seeing our TikTok posts and some of our Facebook posts and YouTube posts, and that's the Israels. That's HOR Consulting. Working and partnering with us to help us grow. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to be creative, you know, and I knew I was going to have to be creative from jump when we started the Uhuru Academy. Finding creative ways to be funded, creative ways to get children into the school, the whole 9 yards. And so I embrace that creativity. Now I'm going to bring on 2 of our students. Let's go to Accra, Ghana. Nana and Norley, y'all have kept this party global all week. I really appreciate y'all. How y'all doing today? Can y'all hear me? Unmute your mic if you can. Nana, Norley, y'all there? I don't know if they stepped away or not. I'm gonna have to bring them back. I'll have to bring them back. When they can, and it might be the signal too, but I'm gonna bring just a few minutes, right? But in the meantime, y'all, again, let me reiterate, we are raising funds all year long. We will be raising $100,000 for our new online learning platform. All right, that's called uhuruacademy.org, and we are working on the site as you speak, as I speak. Right, we're working on the new site. I'll give you all a sneak peek, right? I'll give you all a sneak peek of what's going on with the website. Let's see here. And I'm gonna share, right? Just giving you a little sneak peek. Yeah, you see, we're gonna have Uhuru Academy Online. We'll be there. That's our K through 12 online private school. Operation Reconnect, our adult education program. Then we're going to have Uhuru University, where not only will you be able to register as a student to gain certifications, and the courses that are going to be on here are going to be crazy, but you'll also be able to build your own course on this platform as well. Okay, and of course events. We'll have a school. Our school store will be here as well. So definitely be on the lookout. This is a part of what we're raising money for, is to get this not only launched, but we want to market it. We want to market it and we want to promote it on a professional level. Right. And so definitely support this fundraiser. Okay. All right. Definitely support this fundraiser. We are building the most powerful education solution for Black people on the planet. It'll be called uhuruacademy.org. I mean, if you go there right now, it's not complete, but you can definitely kind of see where we're headed. Get on board. All right. You can get on board easily by the easiest way, become a Uhuru Academy patron. Okay. You can see it scrolling across the screen. You can go to uhuruacademy.com to get more information as well. All right. But if you become an Uhuru Academy monthly patron, that is a great way to get us closer to our goals. Okay. All right. So just want to share that with you all. This is what we have going on right now. All right. So let's do this. And I think Norley and Nana are back. And let's see what we have. Let's see what we got going on. Let me stop sharing. And they were having some technical issues earlier. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Norley, Nana, peace.
Hey, what?
Hi everyone. Hi
Hallelujah.
Babami.
Well,
Kuumba.
yeah, Kuumba. Yes, Abarigani. Kuumba.
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 All right then. Good, good, good. Hey, y'all, welcome. Black. Y'all, this is day 6. Y'all been hanging with me you know what? That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna talk so good about y'all when school comes back in. But hey, how y'all feeling?
Oh, we're good.
We're good.
All right, cool. I know it's getting kind of late there, but I wanted to show off y'all's creativity for right quick, just for the community, if that's okay with you all. I know Norley, you wrote a beautiful song, right?
Well,
Right.
we'll never
Uh,
skip an opportunity. Yeah.
what'd you say?
I said we'll never skip an opportunity to share our talents to people.
I say that's what I'm talking about. That's the spirit. That's the spirit right there. So you wrote a beautiful song, and I believe it's entitled Bliss.
No, it's actually titled Kuumba. I had to
It's titled
change.
Kuumba. Okay.
Yes.
I was actually on the soundtrap today and I saw that. So it's actually entitled Kuumba, right?
Yes.
Right. All right. And I'm listening to it, and you did a great job recording it, right? And I'm like, oh wow, and I'm listening to it, and I'm listening to the lyrics, and I'm like, man, I really want to share the lyrics. It is really beautifully written.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you.
wondered if and we're going to debut the song on next month's Kwanzaa celebration, because I'm celebrating Kwanzaa the last week of every month in
Oh
2024.
yeah, you did say that. Yes.
Yes, right. And so but what I want to debut today are the lyrics themselves. And I wondered if you could share those lyrics with us. And if you had them written somewhere that I could pull up the words, I would. But if not, if you can read them and just take your time and read the lyrics, I would love to share those lyrics with the community.
I do have lyrics. I have the lyrics right here. One
Hmm.
second. All right. Okay.
Hmm.
Hey, we talking about Kuumba. The sixth principle, let the creativity zoom up. From the roots of our past to the future that we shape, in the tapestry of life is the choices we make. Life into the essence, a celebration of creativity, no pretense. Kuumba in the mix is a rhythmic start, so open up your mind, let it speak from the heart.
Hmm.
Kuumba in the heart, creativity's the start. Unleash the fire, let it spark, play your part. From the roots to the tree, let your spirit free. In the rhythm of life, we find our unity. Kuumba in the mix, watch it rise, watch it lift. Creative force within, gotta let it be alive. Soaring high, like a bird in the sky. In the canvas of your mind, let the colors multiply. In the dance of creation, find your own vibration. Every step you
Mm.
take is a celebration. From the beat of the drum to the words that you speak, Kuumba in your soul is the power that's unique. Kuumba in the heart, creativity is the start. Unleash the fire, let the spark play a part. From the roots to the tree, let your spirit free. In the rhythm of life, we find our unity. Is the poetry of life, like verses in the night, strength to ignite. Craft your own story, paint it with your own glory. Kuumba in your essence is the beginning of the story. Sculpt the world anew, let your vision break through. In the symphony of dreams, find the rhythm true. From the stage to the streets, let your passion beat. Kuumba in your veins, feel the pulse, feel the heat. Kuumba in the heart, creativity is the start. Unleash the fire, let the spark play a part. From the roots to the tree, let your spirit free. In the rhythm of life, we find our unity. See, Kuumba's the in the hustle and bustle, it's never the same. Innovate, create, elevate, participate. Kuumba in your soul is the power innate. Take a step, break the mold, let the story unfold. Kuumba's the bridge to the stories untold. In the garden of ideas, let your mind cultivate every thought, every dream, let them resonate. In the beat of the street, in the pulse of the city, Kuumba is the rhythm, the essence, the nitty gritty. From the pen to the mic, let your voice be heard. In the symphony of life, play your unique chord. Creativity is the start. Unleash the fire, let the spark play a part. From the roots to the tree, let your spirit free. In the rhythm of life, we find our unity.
Mm. Mm. I love that. I gotta snap that right there. You know what I'm saying? I snap that. You know what I'm saying? It is so beautifully written, and just certain lines stand out to me. I like when you say that I like when you say craft your own story. Right, like reminding us that we have the power to tell our own story, right, and using Kuumba to do that, from the roots to the tree, let the spirit be free, right. I love that, I love that, and for me, when I hear that, I think of my ancestors. I think like, let the foundation be who we are and where we come from, and pull creativity out of that, right? So I love that. What does that song mean to you? Like what's your inspiration?
Well, in terms of inspiration, I very much specify in the field of creativity. I'm a very creative person, and I just want to inspire people to be creative. I always tell people that you can do this. You don't have to stick to something you don't like. You can always try new things.
Right.
And I always tell my friends that you don't have to be a lawyer because your parents want you to be a lawyer. You don't have to be a doctor because your parents want to be a doctor. What do you want to be? And as
Mm.
long as you're putting in that passion, what's the worry about money? What's the worry about a sustainable future? As long as you love what you're doing, craft your story. It's how you make that path for you to have this successful future. And it can be as good or even better than being a doctor or a teacher or, things like that. And I feel like this song basically translates that. It's a song of like inspiration and creativity. And I feel like this song is how
Oh, she froze on me. I love that though. I love the point that she's making as far as being creative and being open to find your passion. Many, of our children, we put them on a path that we want them on, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? We want them to be able to find themselves though within that path, right? We want them to be able to find themselves within that path, so they can embrace that path, and embrace that path in a way that feeds their spirit as well, and so very good. I'm going to put y'all backstage. Let me know when when that signal comes back, y'all, fire, fire, fire. Y'all be ready for the song Kuumba by Norley Newman. We'll be debuting that on next month. And that's right. Every month, the last 7 days of every month, I'm taking 2 hours out of my day to raise money for the Uhuru Academy. And I'm not looking at how much I'm raising in that 2 hours. You know, I know this is a marathon. It's not a sprint, but we're going to gain patrons this year. Matter of fact, guess what? We're going to gain over 100 patrons in 2020. No, 100, I'm lowballing. Y'all give me a goal. I know it might just be 3 people watching. I don't care. Y'all give me a goal. How many patrons are we shooting for this year? How many patrons are we shooting for in 2024? And don't lowball me. How many monthly patrons are we shooting for in 2024? You know what? I'm going to go with 1,000. I'm going to go with 1,000. And y'all, I'm a creative, so I ain't worried, you know what I'm saying, about perception, right? I'm a creator. I'm a manifester, right? And what we're going to do, we're going to have 1,000 new monthly patrons in 2024, right? That's what we're going to have. And if you have something to say about it, my only question to you is why you not one of the 1,000? Why are you not one of the 1,000 new patrons for Uhuru Academy? Why is an African-centered education worth $5 a month to you? Why isn't it worth 10, 20, 50, 100 a month for you? It's something that you're spending on monthly right now that you don't need to be spending money on. Replace it with us. There's a channel on the internet that you don't even watch no more, and you paying $7.99, $8.99, $9.99 for it. Switch it over to the Uhuru Academy and become a patron. We're going to get 1,000 new monthly patrons in 2024. And the only question you need to ask is why you're not one of them. And if I know you personally, I'm going to ask you that question. I'm going to ask you, why aren't you a monthly patron? If you're an alumni and you graduated from the Uhuru Academy, I'm going to ask you, why are you not a monthly patron? If you're a parent, a former parent, current parents, y'all give monthly. Former parent, I'm going to ask you, why are you not a monthly patron? Right? If you got wearing red, black, and green, I'm going to ask you, why are you not a monthly patron? If you're saying you support education solutions for Black youth, I'm going to ask you, why are you not a monthly patron? And that's what I want you to do as well. I don't want you to tell people to become a monthly patron. Just ask them why they're not. They might say, well, what do they do? Then show them. Take them to uhuruacademy.com. They might ask, why should I be? And you can tell them it's the greatest education solution for Black children on the planet. Founded by a Black power couple. They have dedicated their lives to this mission. And they won't go away. So you might as well be a monthly patron. Why are you not a monthly patron? I know some famous people. I'm going to ask them, why are you not a monthly patron? What is it? What is it about me? What is it about the school? Why is it not worthy of a monthly contribution? I have to ask this question. That's the only way I'm going to fix it. And I'm not asking it to be funny. I'm asking it being real. Like, okay, so what do we do to become that? How do we become monthly patron worthy? How do we become worthy of that? What is it that's missing? 1,000 new monthly patrons in 2024. We're going to exceed that, but we're going to lay this as our baseline. 1,000 new monthly patrons. Y'all, I told y'all this is a $100,000 fundraiser. We get 1,000 people to give $10 a month. We there. We get 1,000 people to do $10 a month. That's $10,000 a month. From $10,000 a month over 12 months is $120,000. That'll pay for the completion of our platform. That'll pay for our web mastering services. That'll pay for marketing. And next thing you know, we had this huge global launch of uhuruacademy.org, and we got our community partners in place. We got our system in place. We ready to go. Our instructors in place. We're ready to go. This is not a big fundraiser. $100,000. That's not a big fundraiser. $100,000 really would only take care of maybe 2 full-time instructors. That's what it would take care of, just to give you some perspective. That's not enough to run a school, but it is enough to take us to the next level as we go and get those multi-million-dollar endowments that are going to undergird our school. 1,000 new monthly patrons in 2024. Are you willing to help? All right. And if the room clears, because that's what we're demanding, that's cool, because we're not looking for everybody. We're looking for the right people. This is our algorithm for 2024. 1,000 new monthly patrons. That's our new algorithm. All right. All right. Let's show off some more youth creativity. Nana.
I'm sorry that this Wi-Fi is totally acting up weird. Like I
It's
don't know
okay.
why.
It's okay. It happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens, right? Nana, I wanted you to showcase the game that you created. I was letting the community know that we encourage creativity amongst our students, and it's one of the best ways to build skills, right? And you are very good at coding, very computer literate, and you use those skills to develop a game. I know a lot of young people out here, they just play games. You took the time out to develop a game that works. And I wonder if you can share your screen. I know we're already having internet issues, but so before you share your screen, right? I want you to deactivate your camera, because that'll make your signal stronger. Cool, right? And tell us about the game that you created.
So hello, I'm Nana. I joined Scratch 2 months, 1 week ago. I start and right now, a few weeks ago I decided to just I was like bored around, like I like mostly I was like, let me make my own game. I decided to make one of those shooter games where there's this person, there's an enemy, you shoot that enemy, versus the enemy and score
Mhm.
and stuff. And this took a few weeks, and it took me a few tutorials, but over time I managed to do it. I didn't know that it would turn out so good, and I'm still updating the game to this very day.
Wow.
Like I don't know, I'm just always in a hurry to finish a game, and it just keeps on getting updates. It's just my thing.
Well, it's really
Yes.
cool because like you said, you've only been using it for a couple of months and you're already developing the game. So you've dedicated some time to getting good at this, huh?
Yeah, mostly my core experience when I was like 9 years old. I was like tired of playing people's games. Like they're like when I play someone's games, I always have an issue about the game. Like why is this
Mm.
glitch exist? Why didn't you add this? Why didn't you add that? And then right now I was like, why don't I make my own game and add the features I like? And I obviously had nowhere to start. That's where I discovered Scratch. It's a very easy game engine, and
Hmm.
I'm planning soon after Scratch, I'll move on to Godot, and who knows, I'll start using Unity and stuff.
Right. And
But for
because
now, I just need the
there's
basics.
levels to
So
it. Yeah. But once you get those basics, you can take those basic skills to the next level, and that's going to help you. That you're going to be ready, right? So
yeah,
how can we look at the game?
and like, how could you take a look at the game?
Yep. Can you share your screen?
Okay. Um,
Tell us a little bit about it. Let's see if you're able to share your screen. Or if not, you
okay.
can even send. If not, you can send me a link. I don't know how we would work it out.
Okay, I'm not seeing my screen. Can you all see my screen?
No. Hold on. Let me do this. Yep. There we go.
Okay, so this is a Suta game.
Mm-hmm.
Suta game. And
Okay.
the instructions. They are in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And on my notes for credits, I said, I mean, this game is kind of cool. I made it more like a shooter game. Also, I added held bars from a tutorial from a person called Gravepad. So in case your Gravepad is watching it, which I doubt, thanks for your tutorials. I just decided to add some hashtag or
Okay.
hashtag games, hashtag trending, hashtag addiction, because I just love tags. It makes the game trending.
Okay.
And and this is the full screen mode. And we're going to remove the volume so that it wasn't be too loud and I could still talk about the game.
All
So
right.
I'll click on the green flag and you see that the thumbnail smoothly disappears.
Yeah.
And
Okay. So you program that transition in there?
yeah, yeah, and I think I did a good job at it.
You did a real
So
good job. It's very professional.
yeah,
And then when you
so
hover
there's
over it, it pops out when you hover your mouse over the menu items.
yeah, yes, and you can see that they switched the costumes
Mm-hmm.
and you read the instructions.
Okay.
And
So you need to
that's
learn and
going
get
to
an A
add
plus on the
interesting
test.
thing. Oh, oops.
Okay, so
So
it's a shooter game. So what is that? This has like sort of a like a health kind of theme, doesn't it? Or virus
yeah,
kind of theme?
yeah.
Like what's going on? What's the plot?
So the plot is more like I don't know. Like um, there's this
Or the
character.
story? Yes.
Yeah, yeah. There's this character. He just somehow popped out into a world. It's like what? Where the heck am I? And then there are these things. I don't know who they are, but I'm just gonna say that they are like germs. And we know that we don't like germs in our house because it's pretty annoying.
No, we don't like
So
germs. Right.
and also he has a test on in his school, and he's like, I'm gonna escape so fast. And he said, and he he remembers that he can spit out um deodorant and just
He
really
spits out
on
deodorant.
the enemy on the enemies, and then the enemies hate deodorant, so
So he's shooting them with deodorant.
they run away. So they
Okay.
just die.
All right. So let me
Yes.
see let me see a little gameplay. Just a little gameplay, and then we're done.
Okay, so I'm gonna click on play game,
All right.
and you see there are these two enemies. I'm
Mm-hmm.
clicking to shoot, and these are pretty fast. And
Wow, it is playing fast.
let me show you how I managed to make this game. There's this cool feature. Instead of just stopping the entire game once you die, when
Mm-hmm.
your health goes to zero. Okay, when your health goes to zero, then the start menu comes. And instead of just stopping the entire project, which I see some Scratch games are, and the game just continues. You see that the person
Okay.
is facing deodorant
Yeah.
because James takes
Deodorant
deodorant.
bullets to the germs.
Yeah,
And so
and
as
then
the
when you
germs and as the germs latch onto you, your health decreases.
and once you click here,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, nope, your health never increases unless you
I'm
start the
talking
game.
about, okay. I'm saying, but once the germs get on you, you lose health, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Good stuff.
you lose health.
All right.
So
Good stuff.
so here's the code that took to make the
Mm-hmm.
game. I'm just going to spend like 2 minutes explaining
Mm-hmm.
how I managed to make this game. So I start
Okay.
start menu. So as you can see here, as you can see when you lose the game, instead of just stopping the entire project, the title comes back. So it means that when the green flag is clicked, which is well when the project is started, it will broadcast a message called soul title. So that means so the title starts right.
Mm-hmm.
So once it receives a soul title, it will set the score to 0 because that's how a normal game is like. And then
Okay.
I started with the scripts. I watched a tutorial on how
Look at
to make
that.
the perfect start menu. So
Okay.
so
Are you gonna do some
so we
tutorials?
have this. Yeah, I use some tutorials
I think that'd
because
be a
I'm
cool
understanding.
assignment because in interest of time, right? And in the interest of time, because I want to show off Shamai's instrumental album as well. So in the interest of time, we're gonna stop here. But you're not only getting good enough at this to develop your games, you're gonna be able to teach others to do it too.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to that in our skill building. When we have student choice and skill building, you have my permission to work on those tutorials.
Hmm.
Okay.
I might start making videos of tutorials on how to make games.
When you do it, we're gonna definitely upload your course onto uhuruacademy.org
Whew.
for people to sign up for. Good job, man. Good
Yeah,
job. We really
I
appreciate
really love to teach people how to make games like this because it's just some people are really struggling when they are against it. So I
it.
see
Right.
that making tutorials like this
Hmm.
it will be the best thing for beginners. Yeah,
Well,
and it
game
might give
design.
people a better understanding.
Right. Game design is a great way to get people into coding. Game design is a great way. Who knows, you may evolve into being a data analyst or a data scientist, or you may create the latest AI model. You know what I'm saying? This is just laying the foundation. You're gaining foundational skills that can take you anywhere in the world, Nana. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
All right. Good stuff. All right, Nana. Thank you for sharing. Thank you to you and Norley for sharing. And somebody's here. Let's see here. Let me bring Mom and Koyo.
Yes.
What's going
Hi,
on,
Mama
love?
Koyo.
Habarigani.
Kuumba.
Kuumba.
Kuumba. I see we're getting creative on the line today because we got Nana sharing his scratch tutorials. That's great.
Yes. Yes. And before that, Norley shared the lyrics of her song, Kuumba.
Oh, I
And
heard it before. Just I had
yeah.
privy to it, so I heard it. It's good. Great job, Norley.
All right. Cool. Cool. How you feeling? You didn't hear when I played Breaking Cycles earlier too.
Oh wow, I didn't get to hear that. That's
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
up. That's
I
what's
know. Yeah,
up.
yeah. I played Breaking Cycles earlier as well, and just letting everybody know how foundational our creativity was in developing the
I
story.
say,
Yeah.
yes, and being able to express
Mhm.
ourselves and what we feel our destiny and mission, put it
Right.
in song and
Right.
word. That was beautiful.
Right.
Yes,
Right. Yeah.
yes, yeah,
That whole experience,
yes,
and how foundational this all the Nguzo Saba are really
yes.
key to our development. In our
I
not
say,
just in school, but our relationship period, right? And so just to be able to share
I
that
say,
is
right,
really
right,
cool.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And to be able to share that has been powerful. You know what I'm saying? And people just don't know that
Absolutely.
this has been a creative journey. It's been a love story, and just a
Yes,
powerful story. So many layers to it.
it is
Just
absolutely,
layers. You
absolutely.
know.
Just look forward to unveiling each layer as we do it throughout the months. We're bringing this back the last week of every month for 2024. Definitely.
I say. So yeah. So it's been really cool. It's been really cool. I'm gonna show off one of our young producers in your class,
Yes. All right.
brother Shemai.
Yes.
Yeah, brother Shemai,
Shamai.
and
Yes.
we call him the
Yes.
Cosmic Maestro.
Maestro.
And
Yes. He's great
when
at
I
what he
say he
does.
is,
So creative.
yeah, he is very, very creative, and he just released an instrumental album on SoundCloud.
That's what's up. Yes. Let's debut
And
that.
so I want to
Yes.
highlight that. I want to highlight that. And he was on earlier this week. Now, the one day I want him on, he wasn't able to be on today, but that's all right. We're
Oh,
going to interview him. We're going to do an interview of him to see what his inspiration was behind his instrumental album called A Tour of Brookhaven.
oh, that's
And
what's
he
up.
said, my album
Yes.
is a one-man show. He did every song myself, and I would like to encourage everyone else to cooperate and work together because if y'all cooperate, things will work a lot smoother. I have a goal
Ah,
to make the instrumental awards, and y'all can help me by following my soundtracks and starting sharing my music on all social media platforms. Right?
that young brother knows how to put it out there, how to advertise and market.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a young media mogul in the making, right?
Yes.
Young me,
Yes.
you got songs like Bloss Floss, Retro Fear,
Blossom.
Blossom. You're an artist when you do an instrumental and the name comes to you, right? Like when Prince spoke to Rush. What is that? A Walk in the Neighborhood. Ben Studios theme tune,
Yes.
Chilling Out, and you have
Yeah.
Chilling Out a reprise. Blossom has a reprise, so he does reprises. He,
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
walk through the
That's wonderful.
city, Bloss Floss. So let's an ode to the Uhuru Academy.
Ah,
Let's
Shay.
see what good
Yes.
listen to an ode to the Uhuru Academy.
Yes. That's nice.
Okay, Maestro.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah. Okay, got a nice vibe going. You go a little bit mostly. I don't know if it's gonna change up. Or let me give him a heart. Yeah. An ode to the Uhuru Academy. I like that. What does a party you'll never forget sound like? Hold up.
Wonderful.
You know a spot, but not just a spot, the spot. Actually, with the all-new Nissan Frontier, you know a bunch of them. But the key to these great spots? Being able to reach them in the first place. Your spot is out there. Find your frontier in the all-new 2023 Nissan Frontier with standard 310 horsepower, advanced tech, and 281 pound-feet of torque.
There we go. Oh, it's got bass. It's got I like that. I like that. Let's see.
That's
Cosmic.
tight. That's nice.
Ooh, like those cosmic.
All right. All right.
Kuumba. Creativity. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. All right, I'm with that. I'm with that. That's out of Chicago. That's the Cosmic Maestro. You get a chance, y'all go support Cosmic Maestro on SoundCloud and get the instrumental album A Walk Through Brookhaven. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna advertise our own. All right, good deal. Mom and Cole, you got anything you want to share with the people before we sign off? Where Mama go? Okay, she may be having signal issues as well. And I think I removed her. Okay. Okay, she may have fell off. Okay, yeah. So she probably had signal issues as well, y'all. Hey, y'all, we're gonna get ready to get out of here today. I appreciate everybody who took time to be on. Y'all, 1,000 new monthly patrons in 2024. I'm not gonna let up. Why are you not a monthly patron of the Uhuru Academy? Why are you not a monthly patron of the Uhuru Academy? All right. And you're gonna have to tell me. You're gonna have to tell me, and I'm gonna respect your answer, but you're gonna have to tell me. 1,000 new monthly patrons in 2024. You got the QR code to give a one-time donation at the top hand corner of the page. You can also go to $ Uhuru Academy on Cash App to support us, support this mission, support what we're doing as we bring education solutions to young people all over the world. I will be in front of you a lot more often, talking about our vision, sharing what we're doing, sharing our story, inviting you to be a part of it. All right. I'm going to leave y'all today with a couple of music videos by myself and Mama and Koyo. And in the spirit of Kuumba, again, our music has been a huge part of what we do at the Uhuru Academy. They're interchangeable, right? And so I'm going to play one called Citizen, and then I'm going to play What's Your Name? All right. All right. Let's see.
But as long as you running around here wearing the white man's name, bragging about you one of the Jones, or one of the Browns, or one of the Smiths, or as long as you running around here bragging about your part in this so-called American democracy, then you will always be looked down upon as a chump by the white man. You never will be given recognition nor respect.
You think that you a citizen? Citizens don't get harassed and worry about the police killing them. You represent the USA? Well, they try to find ways to kill your black ass every day, huh? You love the red, white, and blue? Well, I wonder how this government feel about you. You call yourself a patriot, I call it all an act. How can you love a country that never loved you back, huh? When did Uncle Sam start loving black folks? When he took away our land, our names, and all hoes. Maybe when it worked us till our back broke. Let's jump off this slave ship and do the backstroke. But you don't wanna leave your slavery and Jim Crow. You think you know it all, but it's all that you know. Your perm and your job, fast food to go, big screen TVs and reality shows. They either killing you fast or killing you slow, decreasing the odds of our children to grow. Got them popping the bars and snorting the snow, having dreams of selling crack rap or making the pros. The school is full of crap teachers making them doughs. They wake up in the cell guard taking their clothes. We don't say shit until the casket enrolls. Uncle Sam, big pimpin', we get treated like hoes.
Uncle Sam, big pimpin', we get treated like hoes. The Asians and the Arabs in the hood getting chose. Where we run through the highs and crawl through the lows. Korea in my hair, Vietnam on my toes. Arab disrespected when I walk in their stores, but I got nowhere else to go as my dignity grows. My mind goes numb, my sensitivity slows. My heart grows cold until it's finally froze. This is a place that don't respect us. I don't think that it's fair. I gotta talk like I'm a pepperwood and straighten my hair. Best to get a shitty job with a desk and a chair. My man ain't had no luck, but what I get we can share. Only thing is they gon' kick me out my house if he there. I don't fuck with child support if he ain't doing his share. I won't give him to the enemy. What good is he there? Crack a garnish in his wages, got y'all thinking he cares.
You think that you a citizen? Citizens don't get harassed and worry about the police killing them. You represent the USA? Well, they try to find ways to kill your black ass every day. You love the red, white, and blue? Well, I wonder how this government feel about you. You call yourself a patriot, I call it all an act. How can you love a country that never loved you back?
That's one of our stronger flows right there. Well, political flows. That's called Citizen, and that's just questioning how we define ourselves as citizens here in this country. And yeah, that's citizen right there. All right, everything we do is political. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. This one is called "What's Your Name?" All right.
Yeah, it's still a lot of debate about who we are. Cats arguing, we ain't African, we ain't black, we ain't this, we ain't that. Man, truth is, we all of that. Cause all of that come from us, you know what I'm saying? It's all about where you gon' fit in. Yeah. Yo, what's your name? You an African, an American, or an Israelite? Black or more, Muhammad or a provocateur with the business like Malcolm X, my enemy. Chief Turner, Dr. King, keep a burner, you repeat. Look at me, who you see, I'm sorry. When I rap a bar, every line is a black star. I'm masterful cause I understand who these crackers are. Nat Turner's my avatar, my attitude so desolate. I'm a mocking dog, these motherfuckers. Dr. Cotton, these Europeans, know what I mean? I'm Farrakhan, never will I run. Robert Williams, nigga with a gun. George and Jonathan Jackson, Dr. Joseph Ben, Dr. Nam, showing proof like Dr. Clark. I'm a boom cause I got the heart. I'm Dubois cause I'm hella smart. I'm Denzel cause I got the part. I'm Bianchi, Sutton Kufu, Mansa Musa, Shaka Zulu. I'm with Mia, I'm with Tulu. If I was Jesus, what would you do? I'm a Negro and I'm colored. I'm your nigga and your brother. Yeah, I kill you, but I love you. Accept your own and reject the other. Your name.
What's your name? And why don't you now know what your name was then? Where did it go? Where did you lose it? Who took it? And how did he take it? How did you speak? How did the man take your love? Where is your history? How did the man wipe out your history? How did the man, what did the man do to make you a done?
What's your name? It's the Chigaboo, it's the Porsche Monkey, it's the Sambo. It's the Oreo, maybe Revolution is just too much for the handle. I ain't carrying no scandal. I ain't scary, I am. Harry tough with a candle. Time to pick up the mantle. I'm a son to I ain't Queen of Zinga. Nefertiti and Queen of Mina. Half she said and the Queen of Sheba. She thinks she God, please believe her. Name is Osada, great escape. Angela Davis, Pete State. Willie Mandela, refuse break. I'm animate, refuse hate. I see straight through cause the lady day. Been standing loop, I got things to say. Miss Shirley Chisholm, I paved the way. The homie queen came to slay. Better Shabazz, I mean my Malcolm. Black love is the only outcome. I won't stop until y'all have some. I might set this shit gon' happen. I'm on shoot, I'm blessed altar. I'm Nibia, I bless Walter. I'm on the Kuna, my daughter. I'm all your, I cannot falter. I'm the one to give birth to stars. Master soul, how I work these bars. Series B to the earth to Mars. KOS reverse for stars. Show now.
And why don't you now know what your name was then? Where did it go? Where did you lose it? Who took it? And how did he take it? What tongue did you speak? How did the man take your love? Where is your history? How did the man wipe out your history? How did the man, what did the man do to make you a done? As you are right now.
That's What's Your Name. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we do a lot of songs with Malcolm. We got a lot to do with we got a lot to do with Malcolm. Well, we was actually putting that out there. The Shabazz family need some royalty checks. You know what I'm saying? Because we do a lot of songs with Malcolm. I love Malcolm. I love including El Haj Malik El Shabazz in our music. When I hear the elders, when I hear our great leaders speak, it's like music to me. You know, they flowing. As far as I'm concerned, they rapping, they flowing. And so yeah, that's What's Your Name right there. And I think I'm gonna do one more. Y'all. It's one more that when you're talking about Baba Amin and Mama and Koyo, especially together, there's one more song that you definitely have to check out. Because again, like I said, it's our story, right? It's our story. And you can go to the Uhuru Academy YouTube channel. And you can look, we had 962 followers. You can go there and do that, mess around and get us monetized. You know what I'm saying? But creativity is a huge part of what we do as a family and as a school. And we use our every skill at our disposal, a positive message to the community. All right. Let's see here. Let me do this right here. Let me do this right here. Let me see. All right, this one is called You and Me. It's kind of like our first love song.
The black woman is God, plain and simple. She's the mother of all Africanity, and I'm her companion, her complement, her confidant. Since the beginning, so it will be in eternity. Our ancestors shine through us. Our offspring validate our existence.
No survival without resistance. Akibulon, stand up. Black love, stand up. Every God, every goddess, forever united and unstoppable.
Giving honor to the ancestors, those who came before us, all the wisdom that they show us. They patient cause they know us. When we fussing and we fighting, they manage to enlighten, enhance our insight. So our outer like and right in our connection is a titan. Our love is a colossal, disagreement is a fossil. I am your apostle. Our love is like a journal. Turn the page eternal. Our souls intertwine. The theology of time dictates that we rewind and go back to the beginning when the deities were women. Time to stop pretending that I hate you when I love you, putting other things above you. Don't like that others drug you. Not me, I always love you. I believe we've been together since the birthing of forever. You work the stormy weather. I'll never do it better than I do it in your presence. You validate my lessons. My God begets blessings. That's why I call her essence.
The black man is God, plain and simple. The world sees your greatness. Why can't you? Y'all want to see the sisters step up and lead this fight? Because we will. But not without you. You're a warrior, a scientist. I'm your complement, your companion. I only want to see you on the throne.
So black man, step up. King, step up. Ain't no way we don't ride when we got a black woman that knows she's God. Ebony, yes.
You my dove, I'm your new. You the truth, I'm the proof. No abuse. My masseuse, tie me up and turn me loose. Sebek and Heteru, giving thanks in Neteru. For the king I get in you. No regrets in picking you. Like I said, we're to a star. I remembered who you are. I'm your moon, you're my star. Your performance over par through the pain and the scars, the shackles and the bars. I fly from here to Mars with my feelings in the jar. If I thought it set you free, I gotta have you next to me. Your intellect vexes me, your conversation's ecstasy. You and me is heavenly. Freedom is our legacy. I've yet to see another brother that can touch the best in me. DOK and Ebony, together for eternity. Even when you hurting me, I'm by your side, certainly. Written in the sacred text, from the cycle to the next. I'm the most and you the best. Face to face, we ace the test, huh? See, what y'all don't understand is we were meant to move in harmony. 2 minds, 1 soul. It was written in the ancient scrolls. With the black man at your backbone, how could you fold? Take back what they stole. They broke the mold, but these arms were made to hold. And hold on, be real. Nigga, be still. Bitches, be real. The deal has been sealed, and all who come against get killed.
Hey. Don't egg me. Hey. Yeah, that's still jamming. That's still jamming. That's good music. That's timeless because the message is timeless. Black love, black man and a black woman declaring they love each other over a beat like that, calling out to our ancestors, calling out to African gods in the midst of a ancestor reverence festival. That's timeless, right? But that's our story. A lot of the people that you saw all the people that you saw in that video were contributors and supporters, teachers, parents, and students of the Uhuru Academy. Yeah, we were traveling, and that's our school field trip. We traveling and shooting music videos together, and all that's born out of love. All that's born out of a belief in what we're doing, a belief that we have to take our baby's education into our own hands. And we want to recreate these moments. But in order to do that, we have to be able to sustain it. We have to make it sustainable. Every Uhuru Academy we put on the ground, we wanted to stay on the ground for the next 100 years plus. Every Uhuru Academy. But those are the bonds that we're building. And don't be disillusioned by just seeing me on this broadcast and just a few people on this broadcast. The family is large. The branches are vast. And when we put the call out, our people show up. I want to thank everybody that joined me today. I want to thank our family in Accra, Norley, and Nana. You did magnificent. You represented so well. I want to thank my beautiful wife in Koyo Ojuo as well. I want to thank everyone that's been in the chat, everyone that's shared, and anyone and everyone whose life we've had an opportunity to touch. I want to thank you too. But now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to become a monthly patron of the Uhuru Academy. Now it's your turn to let people know that it's time to put this, to solidify this school. It's time to put this school in the ground and stabilize this school. Y'all know how I feel. Y'all know how we feel. And this is a God thing. This is a creativity thing. This is an ancestor thing. This is not a viral thing. This is not an internet sensation thing. No, it's a global thing, a universal thing that we're working on. Be a part of it. I appreciate y'all. Mama Koyo says it best. Join us on this education revolution. Spread the word, like and share. I love you. I don't mind telling you. Peace and Black Power.